Due to YouTube's updated policies, I have to make it very clear on why I'm making this video. This is an animated story time that will include my retelling on inappropriate experiences I and many minors at the time faced to spread awareness about inappropriate behavior and personal safety in case there is any minor who feels alone in a similar situation that I went through. By me making this video, in no way, shape, or form do I condone criminal offenses, violence, or anything against YouTube's guidelines. Once again, this video is simply a personal story time that may be able to help people feel less helpless. If you are triggered by the following or previously stated, please click off now. Please do not attempt to identify or contact anyone you believe this story may be about. Thank you. High school! Not a fan. I don't know why it takes 4 years of hell to turn into an adult in today's society, but yeah, I guess that is possible. I guess that's what we're doing. I guess that's the motto. We would be here all day if I went through the list of how horrible my high school experience was. But see, I'm nice to you guys. I'm not gonna yap your ear off. Instead, I'm going to talk about the thing that you just saw in the title. Why am I lollygagging? Let's jump into it. For the sake of holding my head on my neck, we're going to be calling this guy Blake, because I will be damned if I see this guy in my comment sections and I recognize his username and he's like, why are you talking about me? I'm gonna get a little nervous. I actually met Blake through my friend Trashy, who's on YouTube, which you see in the comment sections, who just a lovely guy, really. And despite the outlandish label I gave Blake in the title, he wasn't all bad at first. My friend group is a very creative circle, and if one of them says otherwise, just note that they're lying. So obviously, considering that Blake was a part of our circle, he's a very creative person as well. Over time, however, we started to realize certain things about Blake that we didn't notice before. Blake was a super senior. No, scratch that. He was a super senior. For those who need a diagram, super seniors are 19 through 20 years old. At the time, me and my friends were juniors, 16 through 17. Do you see the issue? Now, I'm the last person to say that adults can't be friendly towards children. But when you get overly friendly with kids, that's a complete different ballgame. One day, me, Trashy, and Blake were in a McDonald's, you know, getting fat, and I really wish I could tell you guys what prompted Blake to say this next sentence. All I really remember is Blake pausing what he was saying, looking at both of us. Mind you, I'm in a food coma, almost dying from a heart attack, and he proceeds to say, yeah, I actually have a list of my explicit encounters on my phone. Would you guys want to see it? Come again? Then Blake opens his phone, goes to his notes app. Bro, I kid you not. The list literally had their names, what their body shapes looked like, and all the stuff that they did with each other. I'm just gonna point it out there. Why are you telling minors this? Matter of fact, why are you telling people this in general? My reaction was just kind of staring at him and being like, oh, okay. That was red flag number 2. A couple months later, my boyfriend invites all of us over to his house. Yeah, including Blake. We were dumb. We were just so dumb. I don't know. Things are going chill at first. You know, we're joking, we're laughing, we're having a great time. All of a sudden, my boyfriend's mom walks in, greets us, mind you, very sweet woman. Then after that, leaves, doing whatever she wants to do. You won't believe what Blake does. He turns to my friend Trashy and starts making explicit comments about my boyfriend's mom. Mind you, in front of everybody. Mind you, in the backyard that you got invited to. What are we doing? For real, like, what the hell are we doing? Now I know what the comments are gonna say.
Damn, Sona, you really let that slide?
Chat, I hear you. I'm mad at myself, but at the same time, I didn't want to make a scene in a house that wasn't even my own. That was the only reason, I promise you, bro, please! Couple more months later, we're all on voice chat. I'm pretty sure we were gaming, but all of a sudden, Blake is like,
Ace, I gotta show you something crazy!
He starts sharing his screen, and for the sake of my channel being alive, I'm gonna have to heavily censor what I'm about to say. Hopefully your human brain can understand. He showed us corn.
C-O-R-N.
If you guys did not understand what I said, you're probably a little young for this channel. And this was literally out of the blue. I recall one of my friends saying, why are you showing this to us? Forgot which friend it was. Maybe one of my friends in the comments could confirm if you said it or not. Whatever the case may be, we were all a little uncomfortable. Going back to what I said, this is what I mean by overly friendly. There is no context context under the sun that you should be showing minors explicit content. No matter what the circumstance is, you are the adult in this situation. Why are you doing this?
Oh, Sona, yo, don't tell me you really stuck it in this guy this time.
Oh my beautiful viewer, I did not. Unfortunately. Please don't click off. I just left the voice chat. I think the moments after that just got really out of control. A lot of us started making little comments toward this guy, basically trying to hint at him that we were very uncomfortable with the things that he was doing, but he was not getting the hint. So eventually, I joined the voice chat one time and I finally told him directly how it was. Blakey boy. Let's discuss. I understand what you're going through is a lot, but I feel like you're not really understanding how your certain behaviors are making us feel.
What are you talking about?
Well, basically...
Oh, okay, but I'm gonna be honest, I have hypersexuality, so I'm not sure if I can control it as much as you guys are asking for.
If you don't know what hypersexuality means, here's the definition. Now, while that sucks that Blake has to go through all that, I strongly believe that that is not a valid excuse for the things that he has done. Having hypersexuality is not an excuse to be weird towards minors. It's also not an excuse to make really weird comments about the people around you. It is also not an excuse to be disrespectful towards the people that you had encounters with. With all those reasons combined, I think it's very safe to say that I felt a little strange how he said that, as if that was going to fix anything. Conversation evolved into an argument. I was just trying to understand his thought process while trying to hammer into his head my thought process, and we were just clashing left and right. What made my mood worse was that my friends weren't even saying anything, even though we were all collectively uncomfortable. Can't get too mad at them because 1, this is the first time I was being really direct on everyone's behalf, and 2, I'm very outspoken. A lot of my friends aren't, and there's nothing wrong with that. As the argument got more heated, eventually Blake cracked. I imagine him looking at the screen with all the rage bubbling inside of him.
Why are you acting like such a
That comment woke all my friends up. Because what you're not about to do is throw a temper tantrum when I'm coming up to you being raw and honest about how you are making other people feel. Mind you, now once did I insult the fact that he had hypersexuality. Now once did I say whatever he was going through was not valid. So remind me how I'm the I blanked out after that comment. I think all I was doing was screaming how insufferable he was at this moment. We could have a conversation. Just don't insult me in the process. That's the only thing I remember me saying. Think I got a little too loud because my mom came inside the room, took my phone, basically told me to sleep on it. I didn't sleep on it. The cherry on top was this argument happened during a school weekend. I had Monday to see him. When was Monday? The next day. What did I do? I saw him. Admittedly, yeah. I did cause a scene in the middle of the hallway. Talking about there was a crowd of people surrounding me. Maybe in the internet, I'm posted somewhere yelling at this guy.
Sona, isn't that a little harsh? I mean, you guys did have an argument and you finished it at home.
No, we didn't finish it. My mom interrupted me. And plus, I got a little bit of anger issues back then, okay? Leave me alone. Eventually, the superintendent walks in, notices me screaming at this guy, and pulls me away. Keep a long conversation short, I basically got suspended because, according to these people, I was causing a disturbance. Before anyone asks, yes, I did mention how he was showing us weird shit. I did mention how he was making us uncomfortable. They just didn't care.
Because I wasn't being the bigger person and dropping it. Bad Sona. Spray bottle.
I know some of you guys are gonna agree with the superintendent in suspending me. Let me try to change your opinion really quick. Many weeks after I got suspended, Blake eventually left the group chat, and me and Trashy did an Instagram live. Not entirely to expose him, but just for fun. Eventually, the topic of Blake got brought up. I don't know which of us started that conversation. It was most likely me because I like to talk shit. And while we were talking about Blake, we started to notice a lot of students started to have many experiences with Blake that we didn't even know about. This girl comes into our live, and to summarize what she's saying, basically, when she was 16 years old, and Blake, the 19 through 20-year-old, starts trying to flirt with her. She mentions her age, and then Blake, as a quote-unquote joke, responds, "Oh, I'll wait for you when you get older." Bar for bar, word for word. I wish I could say that was the only time Blake was being weird towards a minor, but he actually did it again with a freshman this time. Or, I think it was a sophomore. Point being, they were a kid. Again, to make a long story short, the girl said that Blake was making really weird comments about how she looked in jeans. Again, the 19 through 20-year-old to a sophomore. What in the world, yo? So with all that new information, do you guys still think it was appropriate for me to get suspended? Me personally, I don't think so. But hey, what's a girl to do? What happened, happened. Moral of the story, set boundaries. And if you're an adult, don't be weird to kids! If you're a minor and you're dealing with somebody like Blake, tell an adult. My situation was completely awful because the adults around me just did not care. But I can guarantee you not every single adult is like that. There's gonna be adults that genuinely want to help you. So please, go to those adults. Talk to an adult, please. With that, I'm just gonna wrap things up for now. Drink some water, take your vitamins, eat your food. Yeah, man. Oh my God, I hate high school.